Shalom Yasharallah, peace Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to our power, YAHAWAH'S, Bahasham Rakakwadash, double honor to our apostles and elders, great millstone. Peace and blessing to the hopeful elect of Israel, Shalom. All of these celebrities know that we are the Israelites. All of these celebrities know that we are the Hebrew Israelites. And when I say we, I mean us so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, Native and Seminole Indians. People of so-called Negroid and American Indian descent make up the 12 tribes of Israel. And everyone is privy to this information, especially if you made it up in status in Esau society. Okay? You climbed up the social ladder within this system. You should know, and they do know, all right? Now, you see this Twitter post here. You see this tweet by Ice Cube, and this was put up yesterday, June 7th, 2020, all right, at 2:36 p.m. Ice Cube said, "We are the chosen people. We are the chosen people." And who is he alluding to? He's alluding to us so-called Negroes. All right? But you can't leave out the other tribes. But right here, he's talking about the so-called Negro in particular. You see these recent uprisings here in North America, which is Babylon the Great, and you see these uprisings all over the world. Everyone knows about you so-called Negroes getting shot down in the streets and being murdered by Edomites, being murdered by Edomite cops. So people are starting to look things up, and certain things a lot of these different celebrities already knew anyway, but now they're just coming out with it because they even had enough. All right, which a lot of them sold out. Okay, and we don't praise them because they know this information, knowing that's only the tip of the iceberg. You're just scratching the surface. You got to go deeper than that, man. Okay? Are they willing to give up their status in this society? Are they willing to give up their riches? But the point is, you see that Ice Cube made this tweet yesterday, and he said, "We are the chosen people," talking about you so-called Negroes. And you see the statue here, which is of King David playing the harp. And you can clearly see in the statue, King David has so-called Negroid features, because King David was a Judite. All right, King David was a so-called Negro from the tribe of Judah. That's why he has those features, and you can clearly see that, man, in this statue. And Esau is mad as hell. They are mad as hell when you look at these different tweets. When you look at these different tweets, man, they're talking about we was kings, and you know the typical BS that Esau says when he gets upset at the truth. You have a lot of so-called Jews mad as hell. They're talking about this is an anti-Semitic post. You see this guy right here, Fred Aaron, talking about fighting racism is not a license to traffic in anti-Semitism. Hey, you Edomites are through, man. This post is not anti-Semitic. He's just talking about the truth. And you so-called Jews, you're not the only Semites. And the word Sem goes back to Shem. All right? You're losing, man. Esau is losing. You know? You see a lot of good posts on here, man. You see a depiction of the Lord with his disciples. You know that painting there? And there's a lot of BS on here. But the point is, man, this truth can't be hid. And all these celebrities know. I just put up this video this morning of Fantasia saying that she's a Hebrew Israelite, how she's been studying. And it's spiritual, man. That video has 144 likes. Because the elect are being sealed, okay? The elect are being sealed. All praises to YAHAWAH'S. All praise to YAHAWAH'S. All praise to YAHAWAH'S. That's all that matters, man. All of them know. A brother had sent this out. You have Dwayne Wade. Okay, he's practicing. But you see a Jake next to him has the fringes on. You know, what does that go back to? We all know that scripture in the book of Numbers. All right? All of them know. let's get some scriptures, man. I didn't want to make this long. Let's get the point. Matthew 24:14. And this gospel of the kingdom, this good news of the kingdom of heaven, which is only for the Israelites, that we are the Israelites and the kingdom is only for us, okay? This system, Esau's world, is going out by fire, and we're going to be on top. Shall be preached in all the world, and all of the inhabited earth, for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. This is happening right now. So the end is coming, because this truth, the real truth, has been preached in all the world. Christianity is not the truth, man. If that's the case, the end would have been came. Matthew 5:14, ye are the light of the world. The Lord said this to the 12, and he's talking about the Israelites in general also, but especially those that wake up to the truth. So you have the 12, all right, the 12 disciples of the Lord, which really the 11, because Judas, he was a damn demon, okay? But he was replaced by Matthias. But the elect, you have the disciples of the Lord, okay? Those of them at the top, but then you have the rest of the elect. They are the light of the world. The light of the world represents the sun, okay? So the Lord compares us to the sun, us having this knowledge, okay? Everyone can see the sun, you know, when it rises up. That's how our kingdom is emerging, man. That's how this knowledge emerged, okay? A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Mount Zion, everyone sees its truth, man. All right, neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it gives light unto all that are in the house. Right? Everyone can see this truth, man, throughout all the earth. You see? Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. That's why these celebrities are admitting the truth. They're watching Hebrew Israelite videos, man. And it shows that it's a very magnificent thing what we're doing, man. We have to teach. You need to be teaching. That's how else can people hear. Which, you know, a lot of these celebrities, they want to commercialize the truth. This truth isn't about that. And you're going to wake up by way of teachers. You're not going to wake up by way of celebrities. But these celebrities knowing the truth, they just shows how much this word is spreaded, man. Psalms chapter 19, verse 3. There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. Their line is going out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. In them have he set a tabernacle for the sun. That's talking about the satellites. You know? And you have these satellites sending those signals to and from the earth. Okay? And you have this internet. All right? Which is as a bridegroom coming out of his chamber, and rejoiceth as a strong man to run a race. His going forth is from the end of the heaven, dealing with this truth. And his circuit unto the ends of it, and there is nothing hid from the heat thereof. So no one can hide from this truth. Everyone came across this truth in some form of fashion. That's why the Lord, he's justified in destroying 2/3 of our people, because they heard this word one point in time, okay? But dealing with the rich of our people, they're not going to fully come in this truth because they don't want to give up their riches. There are certain exceptions, but for the most part, they're not going to give it up, man. All right, this is Matthew chapter 19 and verse 21. YAHAWAH'S said unto him, if thou wilt be perfect, go and sell that thou hast, and give to the poor, and thou shalt have treasure in heaven, and come and follow me. But when the young man heard that saying, he went away sorrowful, for he had great possessions. Right? And that's how these different rich Israelites think, man. Okay? They're not going to give it up. Then said YAHAWAH'S unto his disciples, verily I say unto you, that a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven. And again, I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of heaven. Right. And the eye of a needle, that's dealing with a doorway in the ancient world where the camel would have to crouch down through that narrow passageway. It was hard for them to go through it. So we're not amazed by these celebrities, but this just proves that the truth is going out, man. It has gone out. All praise to YAHAWAH'S. Shalom.